welcome to Miss Olga Nayda. So today we are joined by a dynamic entrepreneur and innovator, Olga Nayda. She is the CEO and co-founder of Glocal, a leading B2B SaaS platform revolutionizing the way business approach SEO and localization. So with her strategic vision for international expansion, she has earned best recognitions and one of the top 5 startups in the Inc. 5 bootcamps and secured her positions among the top 10 female-founded startups in the UAE by Dubai. And Olga brings a wealth of experience and expertise to our table, steering the local towards success in the ever-evolving realm of SEO and lead generations. So join me today in welcoming Olga Nayda, a trailblazer in the tech industry and driving force behind one of the most promising startups in the international market. So we are thrilled to have you today as a guest speaker. Just before moving, a quick word on AdFarTech. Myself Sonal Shah, and we are IT tech platform with a focus on IT solutions, IT resources, recruitment, tech and audio podcast. We have a vendor alliances with the 50 plus tech partners, including SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, Pega, OutSystems, Appian, Salesforce, Cloudera, Informatica, and many more. And we are providing the key solutions, including but not limited to ERP, application development, data and AI/ML, blockchain, cloud, and managed services, including UX and UI testing and cybersecurity. We have resources, bases of 20,000 plus resources all across the skills, which can deliver both on-site and off-site, and that is within a 24 hours. So at AdFar, we just love to hear your visionary views, and we are super impressed with the Olga. So today we are here to learn more about her journey, her views, and latest tech innovations with insightful trends and experience. So let's dive into the world of tech with our esteemed guest, Olga Nayda. So Olga, welcoming you here and starting this podcast with you today. So please give your introductions, brief, so we can start further.
Thank you so much, Sana. Sanal, actually, you gave my introduction already, but if shortly, me as a person, like what do I do, and how we started the business. So I was working as a product designer and web designer for many years, and my last position was head of product design and chatbot builder. So lately, I shifted to B2B solutions, but this B2B solution was made not just because, like, okay, let's make B2B software. It was initiated by moving from one to another one to another country. So me and my co-founder Alexi, we moved to UAE, and for us, that was a key, like what we can do here in a country where entrepreneurship is really popular, where small and medium-sized businesses are growing. So what we can start from. So this is how we started, like Glocal, our business. Yes, and later on, other people are joined. We scale the team. So currently in Glocal is 6 full-time people working. So developers are working full-time as well. So we launching a lot of new features for our clients, which is amazing. So maybe you will navigate me somehow with some direct questions I will answer. And just one quick note. Yesterday we won on Global Media Summit, first place as an innovative startup.
That's a great, and thank you so much for providing insight about your organizations and how you people have grown up till today, right? So just Olga, coming to the questions directly. So could you provide some more details about the SEO optimizations techniques that the local employs currently, such as like you are saying that you are translating the websites into multiple languages, adding the meta text like OGPs and schemas. So how do these strategies contribute to improved search engine rankings?
It's all based on how people are searching. It's all based on user experience. So people search in their native languages. If you will take a look, for example, on your mother's mobile phone, in which language it phone will be, right? What do they search? In which language do they read? So, and like majority of the people, if I will ask which fish, if you like would like to Google your most popular lovely fish, in which language you will go to search that fish. If you will ask like Southern African person, they will say I will search in Afrikaans. If you will ask a German person, they will search in German, because that simply doesn't work in English. So what we do, we help businesses sales directly to customers to optimize their website the way that end users, those who just solving their regular problems, which are not like searching with the thoughts, okay, I need to search that in English for some particular purpose. They just natively go on search and finding that business, because we translated up to 109 languages. So usually people use like a 520 languages on our platform. They become visible just because in English, your current competition is higher, like almost 30 times higher than in another language, which is also can be popular between users. For example, in Spanish is more in Portuguese is more users in Portuguese than content in Portuguese. So that means that this dramatic inequality in the content brought us to the idea that we can make it really easy, quick, and cheap to translate your website instead of developing complicated infrastructure, architecture, hiring people who will sit and translate. Because, for example, one of our clients said that his colleague was translating his very little website, working full time the whole week, which is like just wasting resources. What we are doing, we're solving that in one click. Your website appear on subdomain version. For Portugal, for example, or Portuguese, it will be pt.example.com. So people in their native language in Portugal will go and search, and they will find that subdomain version. Just because there is no other content obtaining that keywords, obtaining that information, because competition is lower. If you look in something specific, you will definitely will find it. So it's one of the kind of growth path that we're using for our clients.
Right. So, Olga, just adding on these only, just wanted to know. So, have you, currently you said that you are working with the Spanish also, Portuguese also, and many of the other different languages, these are not the common languages, right? So, have you implemented any specific strategies to, tailor your also digital presence to diverse culture preferences and user behaviors? So how do you manage and your team manages?
We're trying to work currently manually to figure out user journeys, how we can automate it, how we can interact with it. But what we faced is that we created our own website in many languages, and we saw when we see how people filling the form in different languages as well. And then we just sent emails regarding on which subdomain version they filled the form. Yeah, so we send it in that particular language. So we our own are using translators just to figure out what we should answer, how to work, how to make people go on like that.
Yes, that's a good insight, right? So, like as you said, you people are internationally focused, and managing the communications and collaborations by different tools and techniques. So, are there any specific tools or strategies you find effective in fostering a cohesive and globally distributed IT team? Any specific that you want to suggest the people, or you are incorporating in your organization?
So you are saying about like our inside tools, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how we work remotely.
Yes, remotely, as well as you are managing, different different countries, languages, and different people's behaviors and everything. So, is there any specific tools or strategies you find, effective in the collaborations, global collaborations, and managing the communications, your team as well as the managing team with the organizations, your clientele?
Understood.
Yeah.
So, like inside of the team, we use just regular tools like Space for task tracking and for messaging, which is like mostly all our team can speak in one general language, which is really important because you're not losing context, because you need to have at least same level of speaking, which is helpful. And when you are really small, it makes a lot of sense because you can act really quick and make decisions really quick. You don't have that gap and misunderstanding according to the language. But in case of interacting with the customers, I would love to recommend HubSpot, to be honest, because it gives you an option to create automated emails in different languages and send it automatically. So it's a crazy cool machine, like marketing machine, but it's pretty expensive. So regarding if you like a small startup, you can apply and get 90% discount on HubSpot. So which is good. But then like when year will pass, you should pay the full price, and you can easily jump from $90 to $900 per month. So you should be careful with that, yeah, onboarding on that infrastructure. But it's really, really good. Also, there is some solutions regarding translating chatbots and translating chats with the clients in many languages. We're now partnering with them and looking to implement them. So they're automating the whole process of communicating with the client. And there is actually AI that will respond. And regarding in which language customer is writing, they're responding. I'll tell you the name of that startup. Second, I'm checking. Yeah, because we had a call a few days ago about So it named. Oh, where is his message? No. Oh, sadly, I cannot tell you the name of that startup yet, because they only launched, and it's not like crazy public. And we will be one of the first beta testers. But if I'm not wrong, yeah, it's AI Mind Market. Okay, so if I will find the link properly, I'll send it to you so you will also test. Yeah, company name is AI Syndicate. Yeah. So whatever language customer will message to you, AI automatically replying and helping to close that customer.
That's a good to know. Yes, yes. Or so just as you are currently working in this dynamic nature of digital landscape, as you know, the technology is just every day. It's like a spreading like a virus, right? So, what are your as a startup current IT priorities to ensure that your startup is currently and in future also successing more and more in international SEO space? So how do these priorities align with your overall business strategy?
Everything aligns on the content production. Everything relies on the backlinking, on the speed of the website, and proper keywords. So we regularly researching keywords like to figure out what will convert best for us. And because we are a startup, we're looking product market fit, and we're trying to figure out what is the goal for clients, what are they looking for, and like probably they're looking for something else because they think that it will solve their problem. But we can solve it easier, but they don't know about us, for example, yet. So that's why we need to create the content regarding their current search and highlight for them that this will be different because problem is still the same, but solutions are different. So this is one of the goals, like, and what we are doing. Another one is it's a really good advice and can be helpful, for example, for other startup founders that goes on the internet. So as I said, like only less than 10% of users of the internet speaking in English and searching in English. The rest are searching their native languages. So you may take a look on some questionnaires. Questionnaires like Quora. Quora putting her different local versions on the subdomains, the same way as we are do. And it's one of the biggest, not forums, but portals about questions and answers. So you can create different questions and answers there about your company and make a backlinks. This is how you will get the first traffic on your website from different countries on different languages, and that subdomain versions, for example, that we are created, will easier go to top or highlighted by Google just because they will to the first traffic. So we're using all the types of life hacks to highlight our versions, top up that versions using keywords. So it's a complex. Of course, you can connect our SaaS solution, but it will not bring you on top immediately. You should also do some basic work on SEO. So yeah.
So that's interesting. So if you don't mind, can I, just know what are your current IT projects or upgrades that your startup is currently focusing on to enhance international SEO website reach as for the customers or to, expand your business in the global scale?
So we figured out that we're not limited from where is our client. For sure, if we are converting big B2B, it's easier to go in the same region because you can go and visit them, you can speak easier, like you use your local identity. But in place of big international clients, you should have agents in each of that country which can speak and be trustworthy to the corporates. So currently, we're focusing on the local ones as a big B2Bs, where we can go and close the deal. And at the very same time, we're continuing building our platform for automated onboarding, when smaller clients from all around the world will be able to complete their tasks. For example, we already have clients from Northern America, from Romania, from Montenegro. So people from all around the world, they can communicate with our platform. They can sign up, they can pay, and then we're approaching them to finish onboarding. So it's one of the life hacks that we used just to confirm that people from different countries are ready to buy.
Right. That's a good. And the same technology, I think, same technology, or you can say the same initiatives are, aimed by most of the organization leader. So, like just adding one more thing, one of these, IT projects or developments do you have in your mind to, further advancement of your international SEO goals?
I would say that content is the king. So we will be focused on the content the most relevant content, which useful for people, which shareable by people, and backlinking to support it. So it's the most important thing. You should have local backlinks in different countries to make your versions go. Yeah. So the major, like, we already made a basic setup as Glocal. Like with our SaaS software as a service, we already have that basic setup. The rest should be done by content and backlinks. So it's only 2-hour tasks for now.
Okay, that's okay. So, are there any specific technological or market challenges that you people are, finding particularly demanding in context of your startup's international expansion right now?
So some clients, they are asking not only for website translation, but covering whole their sales process in different languages. Like, as I said, chatbots, it's online calls, and so on. So this is how we're partnering with one more company named Teleporter. So they do website translations, and like that. Oh, sorry, not website, like online speech translations. So your salesperson can speak with, for example, your salesperson can be somewhere in India, and he can speak in English with a person in Italy, and they will listen each other in their native languages and see subtitles. Yeah. So in a complex solution, it's one of the greatest ways when you have your whole user journey supported by multiple languages.
That's something interesting, and especially when, the languages are different, you have to, from zero, you have to enhance your skill as well as, the managing certain work. So I think it's a difficult but interesting, isn't it?
It's difficult to start because so many solutions. You need to figure out which to use, how to connect, how that works. But later it goes easier because all of that based on automation. So it goes as it goes because people already developed that on the way that it should work remotely, it should work by itself. But first onboarding is a crazy complicated. You need to explain to users a lot, asking their questions, like showing demos, because it's something new that happening on the market and people don't trust it yet because they didn't see that. It's not something that was people doing like 20 years. It's something that we started to do like a year ago or 2 years ago on the mass adoption. Of course, MLMs was popular for decades, like from beginning of 2000. But like later on, it started to go to mass adoption. And like regular people who just, for example, farmers, who is making some like sales business on the clothes and everything, they're not techie, but they need that solutions. And you need to explain that solutions right for them to make them buy what you like, buy your idea at all, like why they should use it, right? And then it's safety, which is really important as well.
Right. So looking ahead, what are the upcoming IT projects and plan for Glocal? Or additionally, as an industry leader, what insights can you share about the future of SEO and localizations in the tech landscape?
I think that the further we go, the more people will produce content automatically, and the more Google will try to filter that content as irrelevant. Because some people, they just generating content, like a tons of that, but this content is useless for users. They cannot, apply it for their problem solving somehow. So I think if we will be focused more on the good quality content, and solving users' problem and generate content about that. It will bring us on the next step. And for sure, for each country, it should be with some local keywords, not just a general, right? If you want to catch something specific, think about what exactly in that country people are interested in. It's actually not something super innovative. It's something just about localizing, because like the language can be international, but local things that people understand and search should be specified as well. Yeah, so I think that we should escape too many just technical content, more focus on the content that brings value to users. This is how they will stay on the pages longer. This is how they will love your content, love your website, and will be grateful for what you are doing. And the most can be done by Glocal. We will translate and spread your content all around the world.
That's so nice of you. And yes. That's a great. And you have said, rightly said, nowadays, once there's a chat GPTs in the, industry, most of the contents are generated, or I can say not only generated, but created and manipulated, and everything is done by chat GPT. So, to match with the customer's requirement and to match with the locals' requirement, that is a very, big task, and I think the big requirements from the tech industry, right? So,
Yeah.
yes, these are the questions from my side. Olga, would you like to give some, insights or suggestions to our audience before we wrap up?
If your audience interested in entrepreneurship, and some of them are thinking to start and not to start, what to do, how to go with it, I will highly recommend to try yourself. First thing, yes, you are risking, but the second thing was really important. Before you try, you will never know, and probably it will open for you different world of communications, of solving problems. So like the maximum risk that you may get is that you will have to find the real job, as my mother said. So the rest you can experiment, you can risk, you can fail, you can get up and go. So there is massive amount of opportunities to innovate. Just go for some basic startup books about lean startups, whatever. Just a small one or start, and or better start reading some book and go just implement everything that's said in the book, like research, developing, just step by step. It will be much easier. It will guide you as a kind of navigator, as a mentor, but author of the book. And it will be 100% better than if you will speak with some guy who's a kind of entrepreneur, but he's just doing a job, but he don't know why he's doing that. Because guy that wrote a book knows 100% more, and it's a kind of best practices written there. So yeah, this is what I'll recommend. I started my user experience career very similar way, because I went through courses, both with the books and just was working and implementing, which is much easier than you trying to find a way by your own. The 100% will bring you to some particular result. At least you will reach result. If you will go by your own, just go and try, you may lose motivation because you don't know where to go next. So it's kind of life hack which you can use, just not to skip and not to give up really easily and quickly.
That's a very nice of you, and thank you so much for this wonderful advice and wonderful, the advice given by your mother. So as we conclude these engaging conversations with Olga Nayda, CEO and the co-founder of Glocal, we extend our sincere gratitude for sharing valuable insights into the dynamic realm of B2B SaaS for SEO and localizations. So we are, very much grateful and thankful to Olga for being with us today. She has undoubtedly enriched us with her best of the understanding of SEO, localizations, and her entrepreneurial spirits that driving the local in international market leaders. So to our listeners, make sure to connect with Olga on LinkedIn and explore the cutting-edge solutions offered by Glocal. If you have found inspirations in today's discussions, don't forget to subscribe to our AT Tech Ventures podcast, as well as our AT Tech page also on a LinkedIn, and find more similar conversations with industry leaders. Thank you, Olga, for your time, insights, and dedications to pushing the boundaries of innovations. We look forward to following Glocal's continued success. And until our next episode, thank you for being a part of AT Tech podcast. Stay curious and stay inspired and keep innovating. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you, Sanal. Thank you to listeners.
Thank you so much. Hoping for the greater rest.
Thank you, Earth.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks. Very inspiring. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.